Union Home Minister Amit Shah hits out at Mamata Banerjee government in Lok Sabha.
मैंने डीओ लेटर लिखकर 10 रिमाइंडर करे हैं, बंगाल सरकार भूमि नहीं देती।
Accuses the TMC cadre of obstructing border fencing.
जहां फेंसिंग लगाने जाते हैं, सत्ताधारी पार्टी का कैडर आकर हुड़दंग करता है, धार्मिक नारे लगाता है।
TMC says centre is maligning West Bengal.
This is absolutely false propaganda by BJP and its leader Amit Shah.
All-out war over Ghuspetias and fencing. That's our top focus on India First.
The charges are extremely grave and all directly related to national security. The central government is accusing a state government of not only obstructing fencing, but they're also going on to say that Trinamool Congress cadre prevent authorities from carrying out fences where land is available. Trinamool cadre are being accused of chanting religious slogans and hooliganism, and that illegal Rohingyas and Bangladeshi nationals are getting Aadhaar cards made, national identity cards and voter cards made in Bengal in 24 Parganas. But what action has the centre taken? These clearly cannot remain just political attacks. We debate that. I'm Gaurav Sawant as always. Let's get started. Of the approximately 4,096 kilometer long India-Bangladesh border that runs through 5 states in India, approximately 3,200 odd kilometers have been fenced. The total unfenced area so far is about 865 kilometers, of which 450 kilometers of this unfenced border is being blamed on the West Bengal government. Union Home Minister Amit Shah focused on this 450 kilometers long unfenced border in Bengal, accusing the Mamata Banerjee government of obstructing the completion of fencing, including not providing land for the fencing and for creating border outposts for the border security force. The TMC cadre have been accused of physically obstructing the fencing work by sloganeering and hooliganism. The Mamata Banerjee government has hit back, accusing the centre of maligning the West Bengal government and passing the buck for failures of the centre and the BSF. Aishwarya Paliwal with our top story.
बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठियों के लिए बीएसएफ क्या कर रही है, सेना क्या कर रही है, मैं आज वास्तविकता इस देश को बताना चाहता हूं। और मैं ऐसा करता हूं कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस के सारे लोग सदन को छोड़कर नहीं जाएंगे, ध्यान से सुनेंगे।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah launched a frontal attack on the Trinamool Congress, accusing the Mamata Banerjee government of not cooperating with border fencing and TMC cadre obstructing border fencing along the India-Bangladesh border in Bengal. Shah said, despite multiple letters written to Bengal government, the state administration was not allocating land for border fencing.
ये 450 किलोमीटर के लिए मान्यवर मैंने डीओ लेटर लिखकर 10 रिमाइंडर करे हैं, बंगाल सरकार भूमि नहीं देती। मान्यवर ये 450 किलोमीटर के लिए गृह सचिव बंगाल के मुख्य सचिव के साथ 7 मीटिंग करे, ये भूमि नहीं देते हैं। मैं मौन रहा।
But there were more in store. Speaking in Lok Sabha on the Immigration and Foreigners Bill 2025, Amit Shah claimed TMC cadre physically obstructed the fencing process through hooliganism and shouting religious slogans.
वहीं से घुसपैठ है, जहां फेंसिंग लगाने जाते हैं, सत्ताधारी पार्टी का कैडर आकर हुड़दंग करता है, धार्मिक नारे लगाता है। और मान्यवर मैं कहना चाहता हूं कि ये 450 किलोमीटर फेंसिंग रुकी है तो केवल और केवल बंगाल सरकार की दया की दृष्टि घुसपैठियों के पर जो है, इसके कारण वही नागरिक बनते हैं।
Shah gave details of the fencing work completed so far and the pending fencing work, directly blaming the Mamata Banerjee government of the delays and asked all the illegal infiltrators, be it Rohingyas or Bangladeshis, had Aadhaar card and voter identity cards made in 24 Parganas in Bengal.
ये बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठिए हो या रोहिंग्याज हो, जो घुस कर आते हैं, पहले असम से भी आते थे जब कांग्रेस की सरकार, अब बंगाल से आते हैं टीएमसी की सरकार, घुस कर आते हैं, इनको आधार कार्ड दादा कौन देता है? नागरिक कहां के बने हैं? कहां के बने हैं? जितने बांग्लादेश से पकड़े गए 24 परगना जिले का आधार कार्ड और नागरिकता है मान्यवर। 26 में चुनाव है, बंगाल में कमल खिलेगा और पूरा बंद होगा।
He said that Assam too remained an infiltration route when the Congress was in power in the state, and insisted infiltration would stop in Bengal if BJP came to power in the state. The TMC hit back at the BJP, accusing the Home Minister of maligning the state.
This is absolutely false propaganda by BJP and its leader Amit Shah.
Infiltration of illegal Bangladeshi nationals and Rohingyas remains a major cause of concern for security forces. But the opposition claims the Union Home Minister's harsh remarks have been made with an eye on forthcoming assembly elections in Bengal. With Ashwarya Paliwal, Bureau Report, India Today.
So the Home Minister on the floor of the House said a DO letter or a demi-official letter was written and then multiple reminders were sent. The Union Home Secretary met the Chief Secretary repeatedly. Let's try and get to the bottom of this very sensitive national security issue. Joining me on this India Today special broadcast is Yashovardhan Azad, who is a former top cop, was also Special Director of the Intelligence Bureau. R.P. Singh is the national spokesperson of the BJP. Tausif Ahmed Khan is an advocate and a political analyst, will give us the TMC perspective. And Tausif Khan, it's a very grave charge leveled by the Union Home Minister. Bengal government not allocating land either for fencing or for construction of border outposts. If true, why? Why is land not being allocated, sir?
Gaurav, these are only false statements that Home Minister is making with an ulterior motive to politicize these things, a matter of national security. If Mr. Amit Shah, who is the boss of the borders, who is in charge of the border, he, in his own failure, according to his own statements, there are infiltration happening. So that is his failure. Why he could not stop the infiltration? According to his statements, Aadhaar card is being issued. Who issues Aadhaar card? The state government issues Aadhaar card or central government issues Aadhaar card? These are baseless allegations Home Minister is making as a BJP former president. He himself thinks that he is still the BJP president and he only eyes in the upcoming election. And in fact, he could not stop referring to the elections. Can we join the national security issue with elections? He himself is saying that BJP will come to power in coming election next year.
Let me bring R.P. Singh. Let me bring R.P. Singh into this conversation. It's a political matter for him, you say, because the TMC, R.P. Singh is accusing the centre, one, of trying to malign Bengal. Two, you heard what TMC says, that the Home Minister is trying to pass the buck for his failure. It's the BSF at the border. BSF failed to check infiltration. Whether it's Aadhaar or voter ID card, UAIDAI or Election Commission of India, do they report to Mamata Banerjee or to the central government? So why is Mamata Banerjee being blamed for centre's failure, is the TMC point of view, sir?
The basics of the question, the complete issue is that the land which has to be given to the BSF for building up the infrastructure or building up the wiring there or building up the blockades there around the border. That's the basic question. The fencing has to be done. The basic question is the fencing work which is done. Who has to allocate the land? The land is a state subject. And then 450 kilometers land, the HM is on record in the parliament and none of them could challenge him. That he had sent some 10 DO reminders to the chief minister there. And then plus there are 7 meetings with the chief secretary and the home secretary for allocating of the land. Why are they not allowing that to happen? And let me remind you, which state opposed the BSF's patrolling till 50 kilometers to safeguard the interests of the country? Only West Bengal. From 15 to 50 when it was done, it was only West Bengal which opposed it. It said, no, we won't allow BSF to come to 50 kilometers to avoid any sort of infiltration or to catch any infiltrators or to even catch smugglers for that reason.
Okay.
But that's what West Bengal government did, Mamata Banerjee did that time. But coming to the core issue, why are they doing so? Because they are looking for vote bank. Now, there's no infiltration from Assam today. It's totally blocked. Nothing is happening from Assam. But the complete infiltration is happening only from that 450 kilometers. And yes, we are making it a political issue. We are not shying it from saying that we are making it a political issue because we are not very sure whether the West Bengal government, the present set of the government, will allot that piece of land to BSF to build up fencing or to build up other.
Let me bring in Yashovardhan Azad for a non-political perspective, for a national security perspective. Sir, beyond politics, tell us the ground realities. You've worn the uniform. You were Special Director of the Intelligence Bureau. If the Bengal government does not allocate land, as the Home Minister puts it, despite writing a DO letter, 10 reminders, 7 meetings between the Union Home Secretary and the State Chief Secretary, does that hamper border patrolling and prevention of infiltration across this 450-kilometer stretch of land?
Gaurav, on a very serious national security issue like this, I wish both the state and the center collaborated. But then,
absolutely,
it always becomes a political issue. Let me tell you that this entire border, which is a very, very long border with Bangladesh, about 2,200 kilometers or something, 78% has already been fenced.
Yes.
And the remaining percent, which we were talking about, is around 450 kilometers, out of which, again, 112 kilometers is absolutely a very, very difficult terrain. Very, very difficult terrain. I've been to that side. I've been to Sundarbans. I've seen exactly how the villages are virtually facing each other across riverbeds. Now, the issue is, in that particular where the land has to be acquired, West Bengal has a different way of compensating for these land acquisitions. It's not that you acquire land straight away for public purpose. And that is why there are delays. Because I don't see any particular interest what the West Bengal will get out of, getting illegal migrants. And, after all, there are no figures which have been put out as to from this vulnerable patch, how many of the illegal immigrants have come and which will make any sizable increase in the votes. So the question is, yes, I agree that the West Bengal government should definitely cooperate and try to have the remaining part. That's a 450 minus 112, so it will be around 250 or whatever.
Sir, the Home Minister put it separately. He said 450 plus 112 separately is what he said. The riverine belt is 112 kilometers. 450 is where land is to be acquired. But be that as it may, it's not just vote bank. It's also these Rohingyas shifting to sensitive locations like military stations near Jammu and Sanjuan, where they stand accused of having been involved or providing bases for a terror attack that was carried out at a military station, which even I've covered on ground zero, and we've lost soldiers and their families. So it's a grave national security issue on which, unfortunately, we are having politics in our country. And Tausif Khan, the Home Minister, not only said Mamata Banerjee government is not allocating land, the other allegation is even more serious, where he said party cadre chant religious slogans. So whatever religious slogans are chanted, hooliganism is created, and where a fence can be created, even there they tried to prevent the erection of fences. The implication is that ruling party cadre is not letting the fencing happen. So would this not adversely impact national security?
False allegation, Gaurav, complete white lie by the Home Minister. Today, during the 0 hour, it was the Trinamool MP Sukhendu Shekhar Roy who raised this question. It was Trinamool MP Sukhendu Shekhar Roy during the 0 hour. He asked that the government should complete the fencing work. According to Trinamool MP, there is about 865 kilometers of border which is yet to be fenced. That is according to TMC MP. And one of the major challenges, as we have all seen, the objection was raised by the border guard of Bangladesh. We have seen what happened in Sukhdevpur in Malda. There was a scuffle, and with the help of the local people and BSF, the major incident was spotted. So therefore, it is the government of India who has to own their responsibility, sit with the counterpart, with the Bangladeshi counterpart, and solve these issues. It does not help them. The BJP problem with the BJP is that they look everything with the spectacle of election. They are eyeing on election and therefore making this a political issue. This is not a political issue. It is the Trinamool MP Sukhendu Shekhar Roy who raised this question that BJP
Respond,
government
RP Singh,
must build
what
these
has the
fences
BJP
and war
government
footing.
at the centre done? Now, if Bengal is not cooperating, does the centre have absolutely no options on this? That's point one. And point two, Aadhaar and voter ID card verification process. Is the centre not involved? Is the centre not supposed to ensure only the right people get voter ID card and Aadhaar with a fake Aadhaar? How are they roaming around across the country from Kerala to Kashmir?
Gaurav, you know, when Aadhaar is made, the local political influence is being used. The elected MLAs and the elected corporators and the other leaders at the local level, they use their influence and they put pressure on the authorities and concerned people who make Aadhaar. And also, they help the people to gather some sort of evidence of their residence or evidence of their being citizen here. I mean, that's how it's been done. It was already proven in Delhi. Two MLAs, assistants and their staff were caught helping those Rohingyas to get the Aadhaar made and the voter card made. So it's a ground reality in the fact that the local leaders do help to get the Aadhaar.
Sir, catch hold of two local leaders in case they are doing something wrong, in case there is an illegality, proceed legally against them, put them behind bars if there is a national security implication. Why is it just a political point between TMC and BJP? Because Mr. Yashovardhan Azad, on a crucial national security issue, one, you're absolutely right, one expects the centre and the state to be on the same page. But if they are not, on a national security issue, the centre must crack the whip and put the illegals in jail, sir. Is that a way forward? What is the legal position on this?
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, Gaurav. The question is that the center should also put out the kind of infiltration which is going on and give the figures completely, because it's extremely important now that this should stop, whether it's the Rohingyas immigration, infiltration, or is the Bangladeshis. And that's why it's important. But another point, I think the West Bengal government needs to cooperate, because it is in their interest also that this border should be completely fenced and we don't allow any illegal immigration, because the kind of relationship also we have at this time, it is extremely important that both of them cooperate. It's not a question of meeting the chief secretary, it's the question of meeting of political minds which is important. And it's unfortunate that on a national security issue, they are not able to collaborate on this.
I will let that be the last word on this part of the show. To all my guests, many thanks for joining me. Let me now get you an India Today special investigation, how infiltration, human trafficking and even drugs from Bangladesh is big business. There are touts who boast about their infiltration skills to agents who profit here from this human trafficking and smuggling and illegal migration. An India Today special investigation team did a mega sting operation in December last at the India-Bangladesh border in West Bengal. It's nothing short of chilling. Shreya Chatterjee brings you this report.
Our investigation begins in Dinhata Block 1. A region along the river Dhorola in West Bengal. To reach this village that has no border fencing, we had to hand over our Aadhaar cards as security deposits. On this boat ride, we met a man who calls himself a tout, someone who has turned infiltration into a livelihood.
তো মোটামুটি দুটি লোক পার করে দিচ্ছ দুটি লোক দিদি খাটি এসে বারবার আছে এমন নামে কেস একটা কেস আছে এটা কবে কার লাগলো এটা বহু বছর অনেক বছর হয়ে গেছে এটা 5-6-7 বছর তো কেস লাগার পরে ভয় নাই প্রতিটা কাজ চলতে দেন আরে এই যে মানে ওই জায়গায় দোস্ত আমার নামে আমাকে চিনে দেখে আমার নামে কেস দিয়েছে এটা কোনো কেস হবে তুই আমাকে তো সরাসরি করতে পারবি
His tone is one of defiance. No fear of the law, no fear of the BSF. When asked how he manages this, he laughs. Villagers said the lack of enforcement allows workers from Bangladesh to enter India daily. They come to work in the fields, earn their wage in takas, and leave by nightfall.
এটা বিএসএফ এর লোকজনরা ধরতে পারলে তো মুশকিল
না আমরা সেই দেখাশোনা করি কাজ করি আমার সামনে পড়বার খুব চেষ্টা মানে বাধা দেয় আমাদের সামনে না পড়ি আর যদি বিপদে পড়ি তো আমার মতে আমরা যায় আমার মতে আমরা
চলে যাও আর তোমার বাড়ি বাংলাদেশে কোথায়
বাড়ি হ্যাঁ বাড়ি
কি নাম বাড়ি গ্রামের
নামাটারি হ্যাঁ নামাটারি
আর সেটা কেন হচ্ছে সেটাও জানি সেটার দায়
The touts aren't alone in this enterprise. Agents play a critical role after the infiltrators make it across. These agents arrange documents and jobs for the infiltrators, often in Indian cities far away from the border areas. One agent we spoke to boasted about his achievements.
আমাদের অ্যাম্বুলেন্স ছিল না যখন ক্যাম্প চালাইতাম না প্রচুর লোক আমাদের হাতে বহুত লোক বাংলাদেশ থেকে এখানে আসছে কিনাটা অনেক লোক আছে এই যে ঘোরাঘুরি যে শাহপট্টিটা ওটা বাংলাদেশি ওটা আমার মধ্যেই আছে কারণ আমি ঘাট চলাইতাম আমাদের ঘাট ছিল
এই চোরাকারবারি কাজ করতো মানে মেন মহাজনে এরা ফিল্ডে যেত
আচ্ছা
আগে 4 টাকা করে আমি সুসমিনি করতাম
না বন্ধু বান্ধবের পরে
এখন করবো এই যে কুয়াশা পড়বো আমাদের ব্যবসা আবার চালু হবে ঘটনা খেলবো আবার
The same routes and the same networks are used for cattle, drugs, gold, and even human trafficking. According to BSF sources, in Dinhata alone, these illegal activities generate 80 lakh rupees per day. A special investigation report by Shreya Chatterjee for India Today.